What is up, Sooner Nation? Happy Wednesday. Thanks for being here, joining the Sooner Surge. All of you that have subscribed to our channel, we want to say a big time thanks and appreciation for that. And also for those who are liking and commenting on our videos. We also ask that you check out FanStop at fanstop.com for all your OU apparel needs, especially the National Championship officially licensed gear through fanstop.com. Guys, Mount Rushmore, obviously one of the uh, most wonderful things to see in the United States of America with the four presidents. If OU softball had a Mount Rushmore, who, viewers, would you put as the four players in the history of OU softball? Drop it in the chat here of who your Mount Rushmore of OU softball would be. There are so many names, guys, when you look at the history of this team, those who have kind of been the initiators of success, those who have kept success, those who have had big time moments in big time games, those who have shattered record books. You could go on and on about players at the University of Oklahoma. To narrow it down to four is a tough task, but one that I think is very fun to discuss and talk about. So, guys, who do you have on your OU softball Mount Rushmore?
I think everyone here is going to have Jocelyn Allo, Lauren Chamberlain, and Kalani Ricketts. Those three, Jocelyn Allo, the all-time home run leader. Lauren Chamberlain was the home run queen before Allo broke the record, just 95 home runs from 2012 to 2015, kind of transformed the game of softball as well, 395 career batting average. And then Kalani Ricketts, a two-way superstar, one of the best of, if you want to look at two-way players, with a 334 batting average, 50 career home runs, a sub 2 career ERA, 1.23 ERA, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the country at the time, left-handed pitcher. And then just look at what she's done since college. She is still pitching for the Oklahoma City Spark, who's dominant for USA softball for years and years. Just the longevity there with Kalani Ricketts is just unmatched. And then for the fourth one, I think it has to be Tiare Jennings. You look at what Tiare Jennings did over the course of her career. We talked about it in the senior spotlight videos. There's so many records that she set in Oklahoma City that are probably not going to be broken again, like 5 home runs in a single College World Series, the freshman year to be able to do what she was doing at the plate with doubles and home runs, 98 career home runs. That's second behind Jocelyn Allo. A career batting average well over, close to 400, 314 career RBIs. That's 9 behind Jocelyn Allo. And remind you, Jocelyn Allo had a few extra games because the shutdown in 2020 allowed her to get an extra year. So a little bit more time there for Allo in that area. And then again, 412 career batting average. Tiare Jennings did it all. She did it in the field at both middle infield spots, 3 years at second base, and then senior year kind of filling the biggest shoes that on the roster for 2024, following Grace Lyons at shortstop, and Tiare was fantastic there.
Yeah, I have the same exact order as you, Hunter. And I think when you think about those 4 players, if you were to ask someone the first player that comes to their mind when they think of OU softball, more than likely they would say Jocelyn Allo, Lauren Chamberlain, or Kalani Ricketts. Those 3 players, Hunter, you said it, they're almost immovable off that list, just how dominant they were for all years that they played. And they just truly define Oklahoma softball. Whenever you just talk about the legendary run that Patty Gasso has put together over the last 10 to 15 years with this Oklahoma softball program, it's been absolutely incredible just to see the great players that have came through here. And Hunter, you said it, with Tiare Jennings at 4th. And I think whenever you think about Tiare Jennings over this last year or two, really, to me, every time she would step up to the plate, she kind of had that Jocelyn Allo effect, in which you just felt like she was going to make a big play every single time she stepped up to the plate. You were more confident with her at the plate than anyone else. She was elite defensively, Hunter. You said it. She had to step in and replace Grace Lyons, who was an absolutely incredible defensive shortstop. Tiare Jennings stepped in there, did an absolute amazing job. And then just the way she was able to swing the bat, she had one of the most beautiful swings I've ever seen, just a natural power hitter, natural contact hitter. She really had no weakness in her offensive game.
Yeah, and hey, you both mentioned Grace Lyons. Look, I pondered Grace Lyons being on the Mount Rushmore because of the impact off the field that she had and her leadership qualities. And when you look at Mount Rushmore, guys, on the actual Mount Rushmore, it's not maybe the 4 best presidents of all time. The reason those 4 were chosen, if you go back and look at history, I'm not here to give a history lesson, but I might as well while I'm on it, had to do with significance of the time that they were president and some events surrounding them as they were president. So this is why I'm differing a little. I do not have Tiare Jennings, although you obviously can make a case for her, and she should, obviously be on there and deserving of it. However, because of what this player, in my opinion, has meant to what OU softball looks like today, I have Jada Coleman as the 4th spot on the Mount Rushmore. And I'll tell you why. Without Jada Coleman, softball at OU would be different. I'm talking about the passion, the energy. She kind of spearheaded that entire thing when she came on campus. The reactions after a walk, getting the crowd so engaged. That was Jada Coleman's doing. And because of that, OU softball is in a different place from the fans' perspective. It ramped things up a little bit. And not to mention, guys, that's not the only reason I'm putting her on there. Think about the number of plays that she made in big-time moments on both sides. Offensively, you have the one this year against Florida that everyone remembers. Defensively, you got your pick at about 10 in the last 2 or 3 years where she either saved runs or threw someone out on a double play. So you can go on and talk about what she's made on the field. She's very deserving, as are the others. But I think the difference is, and the reason I have her on there is because of the impact she has made off the field, so much so that even Patty Gasso said, I had to change the way I coached because of the difference in what she brings. For Patty Gasso to say that, guys, I think that's significant. I've got to have Jada Coleman on there.
Yeah, Jada Coleman was my first off the list. Such a talented player, chaos coordinator, as you were mentioning, just what she was able to do both sides of the ball. Nominated for an ESPY for best moment of the year with that walk-off home run against Florida as well. And then there's also Kinsey Hansen that I think is in that conversation. This is a very difficult list to make. There's only 4 spots on Mount Rushmore. That's the way it goes. I think for Oklahoma, you could really argue 6, 7, maybe even 8 players, but we got it down to 4. One last time. Me and Jackson have Jocelyn Allo, Lauren Chamberlain, Kalani Ricketts, and Tiare Jennings, while Jeremy has the same other than Jada Coleman instead of Tiare Jennings. But the question is, viewers, who is your Mount Rushmore of OU softball? Drop them in the comments. We're curious to see what your 4 may be on this list. Until next time.